Here we go.
Nothing.
We got a big surprise. We're actually going to try to do something today.
All right.
No.
The audio we talked about?
Dateline Internet Predators Episode 3!
Thank God. This show is a hit series.
Yeah.
I think they should continue with it.
We're praying,
spin it off.
We're praying they have 10 in the can.
Please.
Because the Predators are going to finally be on to Dateline.
Oh, I thought you meant 10, like 10 in the can.
Intense can.
Fits the...
Intense can. I was trying to go somewhere, and it just failed horribly.
Ask for directions next time. You're lost.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I don't know the fat joke.
Try to drive out of it.
No. I tried to turn into the spin. Instead, it was a school bus.
Internet Predators, Episode 3.
I love this. Dateline.
Mm-hmm.
They did this thing. They hooked up with, what's that website?
Perverted Justice. Perverted/Justice.
Perverted Justice, yes. And what Perverted Justice does is they take their decoys and get on these chat rooms in AOL and other places, I guess, and pose as underage children and try to get these older gentlemen to hook up with them. And then they pick a place to meet, and Dateline is there with their cameras. And they interview these people.
And it took 3 episodes for them to get smart. They used to let the guys go, and they would just run down the street.
It was just the news show at first,
Yeah.
where they would interview the people, and the people would leave. But this last time, they decided to involve the police department.
They finally realized maybe we should be arresting these
these fucking
Way to
freaks.
go. Way to go.
And it is some entertaining television because it is in the spirit of one of the greatest hit shows ever, Candid Camera. Remember, everyone loved Candid Camera. Alan Funt, he'd put a little microphone in a book and put on a fake beard and go out and do something wacky with a phone booth or an elevator.
Let me ask you a question, though. Is it the same guy, the same reporter? Is it Mike Tavey, whatever his name is? The guy with the worst... Oh, different guy, okay.
Yeah. Same guy as the last one, though.
Oh, did it with that awful voice?
Oh, yeah, he's got a horrible voice. And Candid Camera was always so good because you'd laugh along, but then the big reveal. That was the fun part. Do you know who I am? I'm Alan Funt, and you're on Candid Camera. Oh, where's the camera, Alan?
Yeah, they all look around for it.
Well, they do that in this show. They talk with the host, the smarmy host there, talks to the guy, makes him sit down, kind of comes off like a cop. I think that's why they're so cooperative at first. They walk into the house, and the reporter's like, could you take a seat over there? He kind of orders them to sit. Yeah, a lot of authority there. And the guy listens, sits down, and then the second they realize he's not a cop, they decide to get up and leave. And then the real cops are outside. But what they fess up to, they're so stupid. No one's confessing that they're actually there to have sex with children. They try their best. Yeah, came to teach them a lesson, came to help. Well, we got some clips.
Some?
How many?
38.
Just once I want to hear a guy say,
gold.
"What are you doing here? Did you see the body on that kid?"
Come on. Here's the picture. And they were like, our decoy sent a picture of one of our Dateline staffers as a 12-year-old. And the cutest little thing with little braces on, like a puggle with braces. Little Santa hat on.
You're kidding, right?
You can't send cute kids like that over the internet. Send an ugly kid and see how many people show up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something I think Dateline should do. Send pictures of ugly kids and see how many people. They've been sitting there going...
And you know he's a real pedophile.
Anybody there?
Kid.
Yeah.
Fat kid.
Fat kid.
Actually, I say send the Dove kids from the Super Bowl commercial because they have low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem. This will perk them up. Look who came to see you.
The braces I could live without, but the Santa hat, I couldn't help my Santa hat.
All right, well.
It was so cute, it tipped to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin.
All right.
Internet Predators, Episode 3.
This man is 37-year-old Kurt Lemke, a truck driver. Online, he calls himself Halo Ball Fan, and he thinks he's here to meet this 13-year-old boy named Dave. It's really a decoy photo. During his chat, he makes plans to give the boy oral sex.
What are you doing? Just hanging out. Hanging out. Who are you? Who are you here to meet?
I don't know.
Why did you come here?
I think I was
you were what?
Misled.
Misled. Misled into what?
I'm not sure. Who are you?
I have the log of your conversation
with somebody who identified themselves as a 13-year-old boy named David.
Okay.
Where
Does that sound familiar to you?
Possibly.
And that's about all he'll say. So I tell him who I am. Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults
Oh, hell no.
trying to meet children on the internet.
Cue Benny Hill
He doesn't
music.
want to hear any more. And he takes off. Unlike our previous hidden camera operations, where after leaving the house, some men were able to make a run for it,
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
this time things will be different.
How you doing? Wait, whoa, come here. Sir? Sir?
This time, law enforcement will be waiting.
This
is
guy's
so
voice
bad.
is so distracting.
He is so completely annoying with the promise of oral sex.
What a...
I love the excuses. What are you doing here? I don't know. Who are you here to see? Not sure.
These guys have no improv skills.
Nothing. They walked in the back door,
Yeah.
talked to, because the decoy says either in the boy or the girl voice. That girl is great with she either has a young girl voice or the boy voice. The young girl voice says, "I'm brushing my teeth. I'll be out in a minute." And they're like, "Okay." And the young boy voice is something about skateboarding. Always about skateboarding. "Hey, I like skateboarding," with that stupid, crackly little kid voice. And the guys just stand there and wait. And they are so frothed up. They are so like, the drive over is just pulling at their cock and they think they're getting what they want. It's not even like you're in a bad situation, like you're at the gas station at the self-serve pump. If you were at the self-serve gas station and you're pumping gas and all of a sudden the cops arrested you, that'd suck ass. Even though you're doing nothing.
Right.
But if you think you're having sex with a 13-year-old boy and like you're so into that, and then you get arrested, it makes the arrest that much worse. Because not only are you arrested, you ain't having that sex.
It's like getting caught cheating, except really worse. A lot
Really
cheating on your girlfriend, except it's a 13-year-old boy.
I was like looking at the guys walking in there going, thank God for this guy. Because like the guy that was a teacher or one of the clergy or something like that. It's like, thank God it was a 13-year-old girl that this guy thought he was seeing. And he could at least maybe go to a friend, "Hey, come on, you've seen some 13-year-old girl." What is the guy, I'm a construction worker and I'm here to see the 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, if you're seeing a girl, you could maybe save one friend.
Right. One friend will still play cards
One
with
friend
you.
will go, you know what? Hey, I understand.
You know what we can take from this, though? Here's the important life lesson. If you're going to meet a 13-year-old and they yell something from the other room, turn around and leave.
Leave.
Don't believe they're getting a Diet Coke.
The Dateline guy.
I spilled Diet Coke all over my sweater. Did you, clumsy? Well, I'm going home.
Come on in. I think I got his card here somewhere. Could you go to the van in front and help me load the couch in? Where'd you?
Diet Coke.
You look kind of handicapped there. Thank you.
Here is track 2.
The cuffs will go on these potential predators because perverted justice has already turned over important evidence to detectives. Chat logs filled with sexually graphic material, men planning sex acts with a 12 or 13-year-old. Sending those messages alone may only be a misdemeanor in California. But if the men show up at the house, there's no mistaking their intent to have sex with someone under the age of 14. And that's a felony.
I'm starting to think this is an epidemic.
I'm starting to think I'm moving to California. Yeah. You could at least chat.
No.
Just get a traffic ticket for that, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Slap on the wrist?
Exactly. How many points before you go to jail? Well, you talked about eating his ass. That's a 3-point violation. I only wanted to jerk off. You have to fucking plead down to jerking off together. All right, look, I'll give you a jerk off on the seesaw, but I'm not going any lower than that. Dun, dun.
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah, the People's Court. Yeah, no, the Law and Order said dun dun.
When he announces who he is, that cues the camera crews also to come out of hiding. And they put, it's a 3-camera shoot, 3 standing cameras. There are another 15 hidden cameras all over the place, but that cues the stand-up camera guys with the big cameras to come out, and that's why you usually hear the guys, the predators, going like, "Oh no, oh no,"
oh, gee.
Because then the reality is like, "Holy shit, I'm staring right into a Dateline camera.
No, it would be really funny. They should bring out their wives at that point.
We also have your wife and children here with us.
Wow.
That's the next step, dude. That's the next step.
That's the next
If
one.
they treated Dateline like the O&H show,
Yeah.
that would be the next step.
Yeah.
Wife
the
and
worst-
kids in the back room.
Worst feeling. When I got caught cheating, when I went to open that door at 5 in the morning, and I knew I was caught, and there might be that slim chance I might not be, and it was locked, and I was like, that feeling,
boy. Just
my
leave, don't come back.
heart sunk, and then I saw her get off the elevator with that face.
You know what?
Dude, I was fine. I couldn't imagine what he thinks.
Don't come back.
You know what bit we used to do? I don't know if I have an example here, but when we were working in Boston, they used to like print all the names of the guys that got caught.
Yeah, this was really mean
with
of
the
us.
Johns?
The Johns.
Yeah,
They got
remember
caught trying to pick up prostitutes.
Yeah.
We were, hello. We are such dicks that we would just spend the whole afternoon calling these people. We actually got a wife and son on the line.
We called the wife. I was like, hey, did you happen to see the paper
You
this
guys
morning?
are assholes.
Did you see
You're
your
just
husband's
mean.
name in there? No.
Like the whole day he's sweating it out, hoping she didn't read the paper that day, you know?
I was like, is his name Thomas J. Smith?
Or whatever it
He's
was, yeah.
40 years old. From,
And then she started getting uncomfortable and laughing, uncomfortable.
and she's like, stop, who is this? Because the info is like right on the money. Your address starts with the number 14. Who is this? Well, he was busted for picking up a prostitute last night. Where was he last night? Who is calling? Why are you calling?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was really
That's
mean.
fucking out of line.
Really mean.
Who thought of that one?
It's real uncomfortable.
Can we please get some of these guys on the phone? I imagine they won't want to come on a radio show.
That was awful.
To talk about their molesting ways.
All right. Let's move on to Kinky
This
Man.
guy's voice is bugging me more than these pedophiles.
Yeah. Kinky Man.
Wait till he starts reading the transcript.
Did you want to talk to her?
Did you send this picture of your penis?
He says that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
Casey Kasem.
By the way,
Coming in at number 5.
we got to point this out. You can't do this on regular radio, what we're doing right now.
No.
Suck that cock.
Unless, of course, you're working for Q1043, Parental, then you certainly can.
Not on the air, but you can do it.
All right, here we go.
Poor Mark Parent.
Van full of PlayStations.
He loved Dane, too, by the way.
Of course you did.
He really did.
Whenever Dane does the dinosaurs with his jeans tighten up around his buttocks.
Hey.
We meet Kinky Man.
Kinky Man.
This decoy, screen named Bubble Beth 2005, has a picture in her profile.
Bubble Beth?
Bubble Beth.
Or Bubble
2005.
Oh, she's the decoy. I thought that
Bubble
was the
Beth.
guy's name. Okay.
No, that was the decoy. She was the cute one with the braces and the Santa hat.
Is it Bubble Beth or Bubble Bath?
I think it was Bubble Beth.
How do you resist that?
Beth.
Okay.
This decoy, screen named Bubble Beth 2005, has a picture in her profile of a Dateline staffer taken when she was 12. There's no mistaking this is a child. Here's a man who's seen her picture and her age, but wastes no time before talking dirty. He's Kinky Man in Corona. He says he's 40 and shows Bubble Beth a picture of a penis on his profile. And as you'll hear when we read to you some of the chat log, he's making plans for sex with a girl whose profile says she's 12.
Yes, I do want to come over. Why? Would love to get you naked.
For reals? I've never done that before.
Well, would do more than that.
Like what?
Well, I would get naked too, and we would have sex.
His chat, along with all the other chats sent to our decoys, gets too graphic and disgusting to show on TV. Usually, the men like to get very specific about what they want to do sexually.
Wow, way to leave a cliffhanger. What do you want to do to her?
No kidding.
What do they get? A couple of Dateline interns? Read this.
Yeah.
I want to have sex with you.
For reals?
For reals? Yeah, and it was all spelt out like
Yeah. And
chat speak.
And the guy that was
from now on.
reading the guy's part laughed. So was that because
It was an LOL. Yeah, every LOL he goes, huh. It wasn't like,
Fall on the ground laughing.
Yeah, what if it was ROFL, right?
Yeah, it was laugh out loud. It wasn't harumph.
it was lackluster laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Triple LOL.
That's how I would do it.
Well,
ROLF.
Kinky Man
ROLAIDS.
shows
What is it? ROFLL. Roll on floor laughing ass off.
RAOF?
Oh, who the hell knows? I
Who
hate
the
those. I never
fuck
use them.
cares? Kinky Man shows up.
And here he is, Kinky Man in Corona, walking up our driveway, looking to meet Bubble Beth face to face.
Uh-oh.
Let me finish brushing my teeth real fast and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
We did background research on him and learned he's really 43-year-old Walter Edward Babst, a married man with children.
Pretty good. I'm under arrest. Go ahead, have a seat.
Remember, he has no idea he's being recorded by our hidden cameras.
What are you doing here? Getting my ass kicked. Getting your ass kicked? Yeah. I knew it. I knew it was a setup.
No, I need you to sit down, please.
I need you to just arrest me and take me to jail and execute me.
I need to talk to you first.
Because you know what? I didn't bring anything. I didn't want to do anything.
Well, why did you come? Help me to understand.
Because I'm a sick son of a bitch. I've never done it before. I talk about it online all the time. I've never done anything with anybody except my wife. Ever.
Wait a minute.
More audio from the reporter.
You folks fell on your face. You get an F- in my book.
Wait a minute. How come they don't have to sign releases for this stuff to be shown?
Sue me.
They're coming into somebody's house?
Yeah, they're coming into someone's house.
Yeah, they figured it out, man.
It's a good one.
But wait. So they're coming. This is all taking place in the girl's house. Whose house is this?
I don't know.
It's a phony house.
But when I did the thing on 2020, they had
house.
to sign off. People had to sign off on
the street.
But this guy is going into this pervert is going where to meet this little girl?
Into a house that's been set up with closed-circuit TVs.
So
and
whose house does he think it is? Her house?
he thinks
and the
it's
parents?
her house.
And the parents are out.
And the parents
That's
aren't
ballsy,
there.
man. That's That's ballsy.
And they tell him go around to the back sliding glass door. And,
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was illegal to do. I mean, I'm sure it's not. I'm glad they're doing it. But how come, like, if you film a chick coming into your place and giving you a Hummer, that's completely against the law. You can't do that without her knowledge.
I guess you have to at some point inform them that it has been happening. Maybe that's the ruling.
But then, she screams. And
I
you
don't
show it
think a
on
guy
TV.
like this though. He just got caught wanting to bang a 13-year-old. He doesn't. They say
I'm
"Can we
getting
take-"
my lawyer on
Yeah.
this one.
No,
You're not going to show this.
Sure they
buddy
would.
boy.
You're not showing this on TV.
But I
I'll
think
get a lawyer.
all he has to say is, "We're going to show this." And he says yes.
Absolutely not.
They don't sign. I'm sure there's no release involved.
When we did that tourgasm thing, we had a lot of people. We just said, "Is this cool to play?"
Tourgasm, Bob. That's different when you're married and you're going to try to fuck an 8-year-old.
Right, you idiot.
I just want to let you know that
Stop trying to relate.
It's going to be on TV coming up
It's
soon.
probably just like it's something under the news. The guys of the news being out there with the camera and.
Well, let's listen to more Kinky Man.
These pedophiles want this forwarded to their AFTRA so they can get their...
More Kinky Man.
What are you doing here on a Saturday morning, coming into a house where you believe a 12 or 13-year-old kid is home alone with no parents here?
Checkers?
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I do.
Well, how would you feel if some guy in his 40s
I-
walked into your house trying to hook up with your kids?
I feel pissed.
Join in.
And you'll never guess what this man does for a living.
Can we guess?
I'm in education.
I
You're in
did.
education.
Yeah.
He said that. I said teacher.
What grade do you teach?
High school.
High school.
Yes.
He was all defensive about
High
that,
school.
too. What grade do you teach? He goes, hey,
High school.
I don't teach no kids that I'm attracted to. I don't teach that elementary school.
Obviously a little too old for him, the kids he's teaching.
But they showed some of his students. Do you have that?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, here we go. Kinky Man goes back to work. How did that happen?
Well, in between the time that it was taped and it aired, he went to work. Once they found out, though, cheapo.
That must kill him being a teacher, having to go to school every day. That'd be like Norton having to do comedy in the meatpacking district every night.
I don't
Be
appreciate
torture.
the implication.
Well, they did interview a couple of his students.
Yeah, let's listen to this.
Uh-oh.
Bob, that was very hurtful, by the way.
It really was.
We don't do hurtful
That's
stuff.
not the
on
spirit of
show.
this program.
apologize. Hope. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, come
You're
on,
absolutely
Bob.
right.
He was arrested and did go to jail. But guess what he did once he was bailed out?
He would just sit at his desk and put his head down.
Amazingly, he was in the classroom. The school hadn't yet heard about the teacher's arrest, so 2 days after he came looking for sex with a minor, Walter Edward Babst was back teaching at his high school. It was 6 days after the teacher's arrest, once the cops and Babst's lawyer contacted the school, that Babst was suspended without pay.
In a way, I'm kind of relieved that he's gone. I'm really happy that they actually caught him.
Some students were surprised at the news of his arrest.
Everyone's reaction is just kind of shocked.
But others hinted that the teacher had a history.
He has looked at my butt or looked down our shirts.
We heard that from other students as well. Dateline checked with the school, and it had no complaints against the teacher.
Every teacher has, you naive, stupid ass. He stinks, and I don't like him.
Wow. Another student sounds a little old for high school, junior high.
That was one of the teachers, too. Teaching sex ed.